Hi, everybody. It's Helen McConnell again. It's Thursday, and it's time for our weekly courage card tapping session. Welcome. Today's courage card is as follows. It's called Not My Work. It's got a really great image, which I'll put up here. And this is what the card says. I'm going to read the card, give you a little insight, and we'll do some tapping. And the thing is, I always pick these cards in order, in a specific order, but I haven't read them. I don't know what they're going to say. So I always love to see how they what they come up. I always am fascinated with what comes up. So, not my work. Boundaries are the framework that supports your well-being. They are not shields or walls, but containers for your energy. Remember that, containers for your energy. That's what boundaries are. They define where your responsibility ends and protect your time, mental and emotional space, and overall vitality. Without them, you carry more than you are meant to hold. When you set clear, healthy limits, you act out of respect to yourself and others. That is the best definition of boundaries that I think I've ever heard, because a lot of people think of boundaries as that's the line I drew in the sand and do not cross over it, or I can't be friends with you, something like that. Those kinds of boundaries. No, boundaries are about your energy and where you're going to spend your energy. So I want you to think about where in your life you might be needing to create better boundaries. All right. And we don't necessarily have to find the specific thing, but this is how we're going to tap. So you start tapping on the side of the hand. And I'm going to assume that you don't always set good boundaries, good, clear, healthy boundaries for yourself. You can't set boundaries for other people, only for yourself. Okay. Those other things are ultimatums or threats. Don't cross that line or we can't be friends. That is a threat. Okay. So in this case, we're going to talk about where we're spending our energy. Say, repeat after me. Even though I don't always set good boundaries, and you repeat that, I love and accept myself. Okay. I'm going to stay right here on the side of the hand. Even though I didn't know until today what healthy boundaries means, I love and accept myself. And I'm ready to start setting healthy boundaries for myself. Even though I always thought healthy boundaries meant drawing a line in the sand, I love and accept myself. And I choose to recognize that healthy boundaries are about where I'm willing to spend my energy. Okay, and we're going to go around the points. Just tap and say healthy boundaries on the eyebrow. I give myself permission to set healthy boundaries. Side of the eye. As I set healthy boundaries, under the eye, I don't need to make threats. Under the nose. As I set healthy boundaries, on the chin, I don't need to get angry. Collarbone. I'm setting healthy boundaries for myself. Under the arm. From a calm, grounded perspective. Top of the head. These healthy boundaries on the eyebrow. They define where my responsibility ends. Side of the eye. Setting healthy boundaries. Under the eye. This could be really helpful for me. Under the nose. At work. On the chin. In relationships. Let's see. with regard to my mental energy, under the arm, my emotional energy, top of the head. I deserve to set healthy boundaries. On the eyebrow, I'm choosing to set healthy boundaries now. Side of the eye. I'm worthy of setting healthy boundaries. Under the eye. And I don't even need to tell anybody about them. Under the nose. I simply need to adhere to my own boundaries. On the chin, in a loving and consistent manner. Collarbone. Healthy boundaries. Under the arm. Healthy boundaries keep me from doing things that aren't my work. Top of the head. And I can also use them for, I can also use boundaries to keep myself out of other people's business. On the eyebrow, business that isn't mine. Side of the eye. Trying to control people that I'm not in charge of. Under the eye. Healthy boundaries. Under the nose. This feels like a really good thing for me to focus on. On the chin. And it's likely that now that I'm aware of healthy boundaries, collarbone, the universe is going to give me lots of opportunities to practice. Under the arm. This is something I want to practice. All right, so just take a nice deep breath there and notice as you go out from here today, the universe will give you opportunities to practice healthy boundaries. We don't just get to say, zap me with healthy boundaries. We have to learn how to create them. We have to learn what they are for ourselves and all the areas of our lives. We have to learn what boundaries, we have to learn what healthy boundaries are for ourselves in every area of our life. All right, thanks for watching today. Hope this was helpful.